A count speed, B count speed, C count speed, sound speed. Loneliness is an emotion that we all experience from time to time. And much like shame, if left alone in the darkness, all it does is grow. Now, I, like most of you, enjoy my alone time. There are even people out there who prefer it that way all the time. But I ask people out there is when you are experiencing your alone time, what do you do when loneliness sneaks in? I rarely ever get a response back. The reason why I even asked that question is with myself in the past, I know while experiencing my alone time, that's when loneliness would sneak in. And that's when I would mask my loneliness with vices. And that could lead me to some dangerous areas. Now, fortunately, a lot of those vices that I had before in the past, I don't have these days. Don't get me wrong, still have my vices, but minor ones. However, still, when experiencing loneliness, I can retreat a bit to some minor vices, even though they're not like the ones before in the past. Over and indulging in them can lead to some dangerous areas. So, how I prevent myself from doing that, not turning my loneliness to vices, but turning my loneliness into positive emotions, is by acknowledging my loneliness first and foremost. I have to acknowledge it. I cannot let it sit and fester into the darkness. I have to bring it into light. I have to acknowledge it, and then I have to embrace my loneliness. And then after embracing my loneliness, I tend to challenge my loneliness with activities. Activities I've mentioned before on here, like when it comes to baking, art, in the gym. But another way I challenge myself is with human connectivity. We're human. Humans are wired to be around other humans. At times, I need other human interaction, positive human interaction, and human interaction that does not run parallel with some of my vices. You know, when you call somebody you shouldn't be calling. I know I'm not alone in that. I'm moving my hands around a lot in this episode. Let me try to keep things a little bit more stationary. I will talk like this. Where's my cameras? There we go. I see. No, I'm not gonna do that this whole time. But yes, I see friends. I try to see friends more often. I try to make myself available to friends when they reach out to me. I give them my undivided attention. It doesn't make any sense to me if I am even when I'm talking with someone on the phone. I'm not gonna be talking with someone on the phone while browsing the internet or doom scrolling on social media. I no, I'm not going to do that. If I'm doing that, then that's not going to be a person that I'm talking with. I'd rather spend my time doing something else. But if someone's giving me my time, I'm going to give them, I know I've talked about this before, I'm going to give them my undivided attention because I don't want to miss out on anything. I mean, like, the people who I keep close to me, I find very fascinating. They're more than worth my time. And it is often so needed when I have that human interaction with them. I feel lighter on my feet. But for me, it doesn't have to be a big interaction with a close personal friend or a family member in over a meal or over the phone. It can even be the most brief interaction at the gym. Helps with human connectivity with me. I used to be the person who used to be so quiet in a crowded room. Now I speak to strangers more more than I ever imagined I would. And what I've found is most people are cool as shit. Some people are fucking assholes and creeps. They out there. But most people are a delight. Now, I'm not saying dealing with loneliness is always easy, but it is possible to embrace it, to turn it into a positive emotion. Now, if you are someone out there who is struggling with loneliness, please know you are not alone. There are many people who are going through exactly what you are going through. I know that because I am one of those people who has gone through that from time to time. Now, what I've said may not work for everyone, may not work for anyone who watched this video, but it does work for me. But what I do know, if we ignore loneliness, it will grow in the darkness. So I say bring it out to the light, embrace it, challenge yourself, and find ways to continue to move forward. Stay beautiful, people.